Y'all ready for this?
Give it up for a show.
Hi everybody, it's David-Dorian Ross with this week's Tai Chi lesson for beginners. You know, today is a great day. I'm going to share with you a short lesson on one of the first and most fundamental and basic of all the Tai Chi techniques. This one is called Peng, which translates to, usually translated as ward off. It can also be translated as to expand or to open up, but we'll just call it Peng. So what I'm going to have you do is start out in a lunge position here with the weight distributed 60% over the front foot and 40% over the back foot. A little bit of a channel or space between your 2 feet together here. We're going to talk more about that in an upcoming lesson about the footwork and the weight disbursement. Once you've got your feet in place, start off with this holding the ball, or as we call it, embracing the moon position. Now, the two arms are curved around just like you're wrapping around a big round ball. Take the top hand away for a moment and lift the bottom hand. And notice this rounded shape right out here. That's what's going to expand. That's what's going to open out in front of you. Now there's two versions to doing this movement that are very classical. One is to have this arm opening out in front while this hand is resting down by your hip. The other version, maybe a little bit older version, is to have the fingertips right here at the wrist, almost as if you're pressing forward, adding a little bit of extra strength. Both are often done in many styles and both are acceptable. All right, so now that's the basic shape. Here's what I want you to do. Roll this back, weight on this foot, this hand on top, and as you shift forward into your lunge, let the bottom hand float up and open out and expand. Now I'm looking at you at the camera, but really you want your eyes to look forward towards the target, towards the intended direction. Hold the ball, float apart, expanding. Other version, fingertips at the wrist, expand out. Now to practice this, just roll this back and forth, standing in one spot, shifting your weight to the back foot, shifting your weight to the front foot. You try it with both versions. One hand floating down by your hip while the other hand opens out in front. Now you often see this movement warding off in combination with a series of other moves that make a series called Lan Qiu Wei, or grasping the bird's tail. We'll break that down in upcoming lessons and put it all together for you, but I wanted to start you off with something very fundamental. It's maybe the first named Tai Chi movement in all of the Tai Chi repertoire. Anyway, there you go. That's my lesson for today, and thank you for letting me share that with you. You know, I'm really glad that you came and watched the video today. I'm sharing these with you because I really believe that playing Tai Chi can make the world a nicer place, a safer place, a more joyful place to live in. And so I really appreciate it that you're taking the time to watch these videos and learn a little for yourself. You'll never find anybody more passionate about Tai Chi than I am. And that's why every week I'm going to be back here to share another lesson with you. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next class.